why did Nicki Minaj and Gigi Hadid both get sued for the same exact thing? They did the same exact thing. They got sued for the same exact thing, and they're both getting screwed pretty much, but they both broke the law. So they both actually committed copyright infringement by posting photos of themselves. I know it sounds insane. It can be insane, but it's the law. So, I mean, there's nothing they can do about it. So if you're not familiar with copyrights, that is the law that protects your content, your creative works. And the law defines creative works as photos. So whoever takes those photos, those are the people that own the copyright to it. It's not the subject of the photo. So even though Nicki Minaj was the only person in her photo, even though Gigi Hadid was the only person in her photo, they posted it on social media and they both got sued for posting it due to copyright infringement. Yes, I know it sounds insane, but they broke the law. They committed 100% copyright infringement. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Gigi Hadid is trying to fight it because she's trying to say that she's not trying to fight it, she's trying to actually change copyright law to pretty much catch up with the modern times, which rightfully so, maybe it should be, but that's not the current law. So her and Nicki Minaj are both having to pay probably I don't know what they're paying because it's going to be a confidential settlement, but they're both having to pay paparazzi for taking pictures of them. Yes, I know it's crazy, but you don't own the rights to the photos that you're in. If somebody else takes a photo of you, you don't own that photo. That other person, whoever the photographer is, they have to assign you rights or license you the rights to post that photo. And when they license you the rights, you have to make sure that you're getting a proper license to post that photo wherever it is. Maybe they only give you a personal license to print and hang it in your home. Maybe they don't actually give you the commercial license to use for business purposes. And if you are a public figure such as Nicki Minaj or Gigi Hadid, then posting it on your Instagram, that is for business purposes. That is a commercial purpose, so you have to have a commercial license. Now, a license doesn't actually mean that you have to pay for the photo. A license could be just as simple as asking for permission. If you find somebody on Instagram, you're like, oh, I love that photo, or if somebody took a picture of you and they posted that photo, then you can just reach out and say, hey, can I, repost this? Can I use it for my website? If they say yes, then that's a license. If they say no, or hey, you got to pay me some money, well, then you have to think about, do I want to pay money for that license? These are all things you have to think about, especially as a business owner. Business owners are the worst copyright infringers because especially new business owners, I totally get it. Like, you're new, you're trying to figure out this whole business thing, and maybe your zone of genius is the thing of your business, and promoting it and marketing, you have to get photos. Well, so you have to get photos. So you look on Google, Pinterest, whatever it is, and you find these pretty photos, and then you use those for your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever, for whatever marketing reasons. That's copyright infringement, and you can and will be sued. It doesn't matter if you post it for a day, that's copyright infringement. For 5 minutes, that's copyright infringement. Of course, if you take it down immediately, or if you take it down, then, it's not that big of a deal. But most of the time, business owners are just like, hey, let me go find this photo on Instagram, Pinterest, Google, and I'll use it for a couple of days until I can get my own photos taken. But then they probably forget about it. They don't worry. They're like, oh, I'll get to it, and they never get to it. So then they forget about it, and years later, somebody comes around with a cease and desist letter, an actual lawsuit, and they're like, hey, you got to pay me because you used this picture for your business. And that's the law, people. That is within their right. They're not being copyright bullies. They are defending themselves within the law. So again, make sure when you're working with a photographer, this is another big misconception. If you're working with a photographer for your business, you have to make sure that you're actually getting a proper license or assignment. So an assignment is when you own the photo. The photographer gives up all rights to the photo. The photographer can't use the photo at all. Now, typically it's not the case. The photographer will just give you a license to the photo. So you only have limited rights to use that photo. And if you find somebody infringing on it, then you're not even able to pursue that infringer for copyright infringement. So these are all things that you have to be aware of as a business owner. So when you're working with a photographer, make sure you're getting a commercial license or an actual assignment. If you get an assignment, you're probably going to be paying a lot more for the photos. If you're getting a license, it's not as much, but you have to make sure that you're getting a proper license. Yes, it's insane, I know. But these are all things you have to be aware of as a business owner. Even though, just think about it, Gigi Hadid and Nicki Minaj, they have a whole team of people. I'm sure they have a whole legal team that works for them full time. But even they get in trouble for copyright infringement. So if these celebrities who have legal teams available also commit copyright infringement, I know you are as well. So pay attention, make sure you know what you're doing that is breaking the law, fix it, and then don't do it again. Take your own photos or get a copyright license. Now, that's my spiel on copyright license. I have a copyright checklist. You can click to download it. It is 50 things that can be copyrighted, because a lot of business owners aren't even aware of what can be copyrighted. So look at it. It's not an exhaustive list, but you'll be aware of what's covered by a copyright. That way, if you find somebody that is infringing on your material, you can pursue them for copyright infringement. Maybe you want to think about actually registering your copyrights. These are all things you have to think about as a business owner. Now, if you found this useful, please like, share, comment, share it with a friend. If you are a business owner, I'm sure you have other friends that are business owners, and they as well need to know this information. So please like, comment, let me know what you think, tag a friend, let them know how useful this was for you. Thank you guys.